President's response to the State of the Nation debate. He started off by rebutting some of the criticism he received about the vaccination program in South Africa, reminding parliamentarians that it has already rolled out yesterday. The President, of course, as you know, one of the first people to get that Johnson & Johnson vaccine, and then a conciliatory tone towards the end, saying that everybody needs to work together to ensure South Africa gets through this pandemic. And the President also saying that his government has done right by South Africans and that they are trying to rebuild the economy. He also labeled those people who are criticizing the vaccine as doubting Thomases, according to the President, encouraging South Africans to register as well. But we will get reaction from opposition parties as well. Our reporter Lindsay Dentlinger is standing outside Parliament for that reaction. Before we get to her, we have Dirk Kotze, a political analyst. Dirk, hoping you can actually hear me. Let's talk about the President's response to all of the criticism he actually received over the past 2 days.
Yes, his first response was to say, well, we must concentrate on the strengths, and that too many people are looking at the negative aspects, at the weak components of the government and what is being done in South Africa in general. But then he started to list over a long sort of stretch of items what he'd regard as the advancements, as the strengths, as the positive elements. And I think it is, in a sense, a follow-up on the sort of the encouragement that he tried to impose or infuse with the SONA speech last week, of saying that we must not, and the opposition also, because he referred to them in a bit of a negative way, as that they were involved in name-calling and mudslinging, that they must also assist in that. And right at the end now, he again called on all South Africans to work together in order to deal with the pandemic, as well as to deal with the difficult issues of the economy. So I think it was very much a call to South Africans in general, very different from many of the other responses to SONA debates in the past. And I think this was definitely his intention this year, to use this opportunity to build a more positive environment, a positive spirit in South Africa.
Yeah, difficult to do that given that we're in the middle of a pandemic. Let's concentrate on the vaccination process. Opposition parties for the past couple of days have criticized government and President Ramaphosa largely about the slow pace in which we've received the vaccines. But the President is now saying it is being rolled out and that we need to work together on this one.
Yes, and he obviously used himself as the example of what happened yesterday, that he was one of the first to receive the vaccination. And I think what he was saying by that is maybe the South African process started slowly, but it's going to sort of pick up speed over time now. Again, he wanted to say, there's lots of work that has been done, and what he actually did is to go in a different direction slightly by referring to the research work that has been done by South African scientists in the health field. The fact that he asked the Minister of Higher Education and Training to put together a panel of specialists in order to develop a vaccination, or the development of vaccinations, which we had actually in the past, but to rebuild that again in terms for the future, as well as the recognition that South Africans have received now lately with respect to the research part of the pandemic and the development of vaccines and the research elements attached to that. So I think it tried to turn around the argument away from the implementation of it, rather to the reputation of South Africans with respect to vaccinations.
Thank you for your insight, Dirk Kotze, political sciences professor at Unisa.